Years back, I used to work at a grocery store because your boy needed some money. Had to bring some money into the household, okay? When we were just getting the church started, I started working at this place. I really liked it. It was a fun place to work. I really enjoyed my job. I had a benefit package and all this stuff. They took really good care of their employees, and it really helped me to do my part for the family. So this was an important job for me. Well, the funny thing about pastors is we try and share our faith with people. And so at work, I was constantly getting to bump into people who I would never see through the doors of this church. Just never. And it gave me this opportunity just to talk about what God's doing in my life. When you're a pastor, people just want to know. They're like, I got this question so many times, like, how do you even start a church? Like, what does it mean to start a church, right? And it's just like, well, you just start showing up at each other's house, and then you just kind of gain a little momentum, and there you go, and it afforded me so many opportunities to just share my faith. Man, I'd be working that dairy box behind there, and I'd be with somebody, and I'd be like, oh, you're in the evangelism box right now. It's just me and you. I'm about to get you, okay? And so I would just share my faith with people. God was so good and gracious to give me the opportunities until one day I found out that anonymously somebody reported me for sharing my faith and just kind of talking about what God's doing in my life. And so it kind of blew up. It kind of turned into a thing. And the next thing I know, they're calling in the regional manager of this company, and the regional manager comes into town, and he has to do a walkthrough of the store to make sure that, like, no shenanigans are taking place. And it's just kind of strange. Like, I'm just, like, putting corn on the shelf, like, well, there's the guy. There's the guy looking for me, just trying to keep my head down and corn to the shelf, right? Give the people their corn. And then it turns into, hey, Joe, we have to have a meeting. And so the next thing I know, I'm sitting before two men that if they wanted, by the end of that meeting, they could ensure that I don't have a job anymore. And so depending on how I respond, I could lose my job that I really like. And so I'm going into this meeting, and I'm not even trying to be spiritual. I was really nervous. I was really afraid. Because I knew going into this meeting, at the expense of sharing my faith, like, I'm not going to keep my job at the expense of sharing the gospel. I'm just not going to do that. And God gave me this opportunity to really reconcile within myself, how committed to this gospel are you really? That if you're asked not to share your faith, are you going to do it?